In the lush landscapes of El Salvador, a tale of courage and transformation unfolds. Amidst the echoes of war, the enduring spirit and reconciliation of Salvadorans forge a path from darkness to the light of hope. In the late 1970s, amid political unrest in El Salvador, tensions escalated as social injustices and government repression fueled discontent. The divide between the landed elite and impoverished masses widened, igniting a revolutionary fervor. The mounting frustrations led to the formation of insurgent groups seeking to challenge the status quo. Discontent birthed the Farabundo Martí National Liberation Front, FMLN, a coalition of 5 leftist guerrilla groups. It rallied the oppressed under a banner of equality and social justice. As their tactics grew bolder, government forces retaliated, spiraling the nation into a brutal civil war by 1980. With conflict waged across jungle-clad mountains and urban streets, families found themselves torn apart by loyalties. In San Salvador, barricades and checkpoints became ominous landmarks in a city overshadowed by uncertainty and loss. The 1981 El Mozote massacre became a harrowing emblem of the Civil War's violence, where nearly 1,000 villagers were brutally killed by the army. This event epitomized the war's inklings of despair, as truths were buried under rubble and rhetoric. Despite the violence, international attention and advocacy began to shape the narrative. Paradigms shifted as human rights organizations and foreign governments denounced the atrocities, urging peace. Both sides faced rising pressure to negotiate as global eyes watched with scrutiny. A striking plea from Salvadoran Archbishop Oscar Romero for peace resonated powerfully, but in March 1980 he was assassinated, catalyzing a greater resolve among those seeking change. His martyrdom galvanized the masses, becoming an indelible mark in El Salvador's spiritual and revolutionary history. FMLN organized offensives continued to escalate as guerrilla forces matched the government's military prowess in fierce battles across the land. Both sides sustained heavy losses and humanitarian crises exacerbated as villages became battlegrounds. In the tide of 1984, a controversial U.S.-backed presidential election saw José Napoleón Duarte rise to the presidency amidst political machinations. His promises of reform stirred both hope and skepticism. By 1989, talks of peace began crystallizing as the FMLN and government negotiated under the United Nations' watchful eye. Trust was tentative as factions navigated deep schisms and historic grievances. The peace talks culminated in the Chapultepec Peace Accords of 1992, marking the end of a 12-year-long civil war. Celebrations erupted wildly across the streets, fusing festive music with a newfound optimism. The accords facilitated a significant restructuring of El Salvador's military and political frameworks, emphasizing human rights and democratic processes. As troops disbanded and transitioned, society slowly began to heal. Post-war, the transformation came with setbacks and successes as a burgeoning democracy faced down legacy conflicts. Community-led initiatives sprang up, focused on healing and progress amid the scars of war. Today, El Salvador's history stands as a testament to resilience, depicted in educational curricula which emphasize reconciliation and remembrance. Generations are educated about their storied past to shape a future rooted in peace. El Salvador's journey, marred by hard truths, nevertheless carved a path from darkness to light. It draws lessons from its past, emphasizing justice, equality, and indomitable will as foundations for future prosperity. While challenges remain, the spirit of Salvadorans remains unbroken, anchored by communal bonds and traditions. Shared stories continue to guide these tight-knit communities, affirming their legacy and fortitude. The Guazapa war tale is but one among many shaping the Salvadoran identity. As this story unfolds from revolt to reconciliation, the determination of its people resonates, inviting hope and collaboration for future generations across El Salvador.